Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack on Protection. Today I, Bancroft, will be joined by Jake today as we go over our duel between Prison and Captain Ginyu.
What's going on, everybody?
And like always, if you enjoy the content, hit that like, subscribe button, and all the other buttons that are involved in clicking. You know, they're there for a reason. And let's get into this. Now, in case you're curious, I am playing this video at double the speed, only because it is a Prison deck. So I felt like it was necessary.
Yeah, it was a 44-minute game or something like that, unedited footage. So we needed to speed things up a bit.
Yeah. And also, I mean, yeah, I don't want to drop a 40. I think it was like 42 to be exact, actually. But still, regardless, that's just a lot of time I don't want to put on here. So we did it simple. We cut it down for you all. By cut down, just increase the speed. This is actually the last game that our last locals we did at our last. What's the correct word I'm thinking of?
Last game of the last event of the year.
Yeah, okay, it was also the last game. Yeah, fair about that. So I decided to bring Prison. I haven't played Prison in a while. Prison's kind of like, at our locals, and you think of Prison, you think of Bancroft. So I'm like, I'm going to bring this for our final game. And I somehow made it to the finals.
And similarly, I've been working on this Ginyu deck kind of on the back burner for the better part of 3 months, and I happened to make it to the finals as well. So it was really exciting getting to play this match out. There, I flipped the Guldo off the top, which is insanely lucky because I didn't know deck setting before that. And then I go ahead and activate his effect to smooth out my draws for the next little bit.
Which is always nice. You all did check out Jake's video against Austin yesterday. And if you're all interested in a profile, let us know. We'll get it as soon as we can. We didn't get a chance to record it at the locals, so we'll probably do something special. That's kind of like we're experimenting with the idea of kind of like an interview profile.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It'll be the first off-location deck profile.
Excuse me.
So let's get into the background of these decks. If you're not familiar with Prison, the idea of Prison is to practically control the board. Unlike normal green where you control the hand, Prison's goal is just to stop you from playing cards or stop you from attacking and then hurting your cards afterwards. At least the way I play it is. And with the introduction of this Unison from the Anniversary box, it makes it so much easier to get to. Because now I'm drawing for turn. I'm looking for an extra card during my during leader's ability. Then I'm getting an extra card for Unison, which is pretty nice. And Ginyu, I remember when Set 10 came out, Ginyu was pretty good. But was it the Anniversary box? No, it was the
it was the recent Battle Evolution and Battle Advanced sets.
That card right there, the one you just charge.
Ginyu Froce the Showstopper
is such a good card to make in this deck go to the next step when it comes to aggro. And I was actually surprised when you played against my Gotenks deck originally because Jimmy was pounding out because I forgot to bring some of the cards he needed to borrow. So, and turn 1, I think Jimmy got a bad hand, but he also went into the same effect where was not expecting just the ongoing pressure you were putting with this deck.
Yeah, see, right there, I was able to board 3 battle cards for 2 energy and activate my Awakening condition on turn 2.
Yeah.
And Jace is just going to give me further advantage when I swing with him.
So I'm tapped out, and I'm kind of in the boat where I got to... Oh, sorry, you're going towards my Unison, which hurts, but it's okay. I have things to protect myself with that.
Well, at this point, I'm under the assumption that you run Yamcha because I don't remember that you can't.
Correct, yeah. Yamcha's a 3 cost. I wish I could run him in this deck, but unfortunately, Prison cannot play battle cards under energy cost of 4. And so there you go, right here, Jake. We're going to go over it later. I think it's next turn. I've been doing 5 consistently with the leader. For some reason, on turn 4, I do 7. I don't know what happened there, but I call it out, and if correct, I pulled the card from the top 5, so it worked out fine. But still, I remember I did it, and I was just like, I froze for a moment, and you'll see it happen when it happens. Like, I felt so bad.
Yeah, I think you were just thinking of New Model Scouter, and we discussed it during the game. I was fine with it. It didn't really mean that much to me.
This deck has 3 different ways of searching the deck for cards, and that's the leader, the Unison, and the New Model Scouter. And they're literally a 4, 5, and 7. So here's the 7. And do I show this?
And I think it's
there. It is.
Yep. Go ahead and grab a couple pieces, one for aggro and one to help keep you alive.
Yep. And I love this. So originally when I rebuilt the prison deck, I only put 2 of those 7-drop Friezas in because I wanted the other Frieza because it wipes the board. But the more I thought about it, I could combo that card off. And as long as I have 2 mono red extra cards in my drop, it negs a card by 10k. And it's so good for helping clear the board. Or I could just pay for 5 energy to play it and then immediately evolve it into the 8-drop. So I made it a 4-drop. I said 4 of, where the other one is now a 2 of, because I threw the Broly package in.
I think that's a better call all around, and the adding the Broly stuff makes this deck so much better.
Yeah, which I didn't get into it too much, unfortunately, in this duel. But in my second round, I played against Nick, and I managed to drop it, and then immediately drop the Secret Rare against him.
My goodness.
Because I played the Broly Secret Rare now.
Oh, yeah. So here comes the showstoppers. Unfortunately for me, you saw what this card could do earlier in the event, so you were pretty on point with removing them.
And I actually wasn't aware that. I thought I just did it if it took a life, not just if it took a marker as well. If it just deals a damage, right?
If it deals damage to a player or removes a marker from a unison by attack.
Okay. It's just ridiculous. So here, I set you up with Parallel Technique and then immediately went into the, it negs 10 to battle cards and my leader and your leader as well.
Right.
So it's just a nice little board wipe for 1 energy. Well, technically it took me 2 energy to do.
Here, I swung at the unison even though I couldn't kill it this turn. I probably should have pushed at your life, considering how the game plays out later. But hindsight is 20/20, right, everyone?
It's actually a good chance I probably would have taken that life as well. So here it is. Right there. And... oh, I re-ranked. Hang on. Oh, no.
Well,
Oh, hang on. I'm watching the order. That was the 5th card because I put the Broly in the front first. So that was literally the 5th card of the 5.
yeah. I remember you said out loud you considered taking Violet Rays, but it doesn't really do much against my deck.
It doesn't. Yeah. I think that's why I charged 1. Yeah, I did charge 1 because I was like, all your battle cards are 15 or under for the most part. So Violent Ray as a negate is almost useless against you. It'll stop your unison, but okay, you swing your unison, then you turn around -4 and create 3 tokens that are 15. So, we got hey, Austin. Austin's joined us, guys. So here I'm using New Model Scouter, looking for more of my Broly chain pieces.
Right.
And truth be told, the idea of this deck, so I went ahead and grabbed the 8-drop as well, because now I have 2 ways of going into this. I have the 5-drop Broly, and I have the 7-drop Frieza, which can be played for 5 energy, to kind of set me up to go into what is needed for in-game play. And I'm also just thinning the deck out more and more, because I'm trying to find the Secret Rare.
Right. I think both of our decks are control-y enough between Dormant Potential, Counterplay Friezas, and all of your negates that this really comes down to a battle of the secret rares, and both of us spend a lot of time hunting them down.
Yeah.
Whether that was correct or not is really how this game played out.
And here you go, picking on my unison, which really hurts. I negged you down all the leader and battle cards, and you just continue picking and comboing cards off, which is fine with me. You're losing cards in your hand, which you also had a massive hand as well.
Yeah. And still 7 life at this point.
Yeah. Actually, one point in our duel, I thought I was going to deck you out.
I got down to about 6 cards by the end of it. So here, like you predicted, I played more cooler tokens, also known as red dudes. I think this is their first appearance on the channel.
I think they are. It is too.
My brother-in-law found me booster packs of these red dudes at a thrift shop in Milwaukee and got them for me for my birthday, I think it was, one year. And I really enjoy them. I use them as tokens.
And so here's an example of your ideal turn 4, or at least I assume so. You just like you were able to swing, potentially you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, 8 times total in that round if I did not neg those stuff out.
Right.
and you killed my Unison off, so now I'm searching for, like, I gotta get as much stuff in my hand to help myself out. You chose not to awaken me, which is smart. The problem is that I'm a prison player, man. It's just like blue. I like keep my energy open.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident that between, and I think I mistakenly like forget to play a token at one point during this turn, but I'm pretty confident, that between my cooler tokens and my regular Ginyu forces, I have enough pressure to force the negates out of your hand and slowly win the attrition war.
Yeah.
But cards like Topo really make that play line impossible.
Yeah.
Because they just give so much value for what they do. Here I want to push a little bit more, and I'm okay with discarding a couple cards, and maybe that comes back to bite me later. Like you said, you kind of told me before the event that your deck was 60 cards, so I knew that I had to win the game. There was no just wait and see if he decks out.
Yeah.
But because I'm ripping additional cards for my deck just as fast as you are.
Oh,
you know?
You are right. Looks like you did not play a token that turn.
Yeah, forgot to play a free token.
And real quick, during your first attack, I thought about playing Topo on your first attack, but I was like, no, wait, I want to awaken. That's why I took that first hit. And then I Topo'd afterwards.
Smart.
And so I awakened.
I mean, you had to lose the life at some point.
Oh, for sure. I think I got lucky and I drew into the Unison this turn. Might have been next turn, then I drew into the Unison. So I swing with Topo, trying to get that little extra hit in. I know you're going to take these couple of hits, potentially take, because your life is so high up right now.
Yeah. I know the dangerous zone for your deck is 4 or 5 life. So with the cards I have in my hand, I'm confident that at 5, there's not really a good way for you to kill me.
Yeah. So you swing with token. I know I have a couple negates. So I chose not to negate this one and combo with Kikino, which allows me to pull a red X card back to my hand, which helped me from the attack, and now I'm set up for another negate later on the road.
Yeah, those paralysis techniques are just devastating.
And so truth be told, this was a bait. I grabbed paralysis technique to neg all your tokens down by 5, knowing if you were to continue swinging with them, you would have to combo them. So I figured you would -4 on your Unison this turn, which we'll see in a second.
Yeah.
But you combo the 3 that are useless, which kind of shut me down a smidge because of this card I'm about to play now. But it's still...
You got to remove a lot of stuff that turn.
Yeah.
That was a huge play for you. Had those tokens stayed on the board, this game would not have played out the way it did.
No.
But lucky for me, I'm able to replace my Unison to set my defenses back up.
And so
and
quickly.
Just keep digging. Yeah. Ginyu is really underrated. I think the defensive tools in the game keep it from being tier 1. But I think with more experimentation and more people playing the leader, it could find a place in the meta.
And so I will say, I did love this game in the aspect of showing off your deck entirely too, because I wiped your board and you've completely recovered.
Yeah, you killed 10 battle cards last turn, and I already have 3 in a Unison back.
Yeah, like it's just surprising how well it can recover. So I think at this point I'm done charging. I got 6 energy. I don't need to anymore. When I'm ready to go for my kill turn, I'll do it. And here I'm trying to poke at your Unison and not your life because I cannot play my 6-drop Broly, because if I do, or even a 5-drop, 7-drop Frieza, because if I do, you're just going to hit it with Frieza.
Right. And I sparked the death ball there because my hand size is getting low after trying to fight through a Topo and replacing my Unison multiple times in a turn.
Yeah. Do you only run the Nappas as super combos?
Yes.
Okay.
So that situation where I spend 3 or 4 turns at 7 life comes up more than you would think. and turns off a lot of the 4 life or less super combos for the majority of the game. And so Nappa is just he's really nothing but power in the deck. Like, you don't get much of an advantage by turning him sideways.
Yeah.
But in a deck where you play all your battle cards, like where battle cards is really the only way you win, a 10k combo is just fine, especially when you get to use it twice.
Fair enough. So I can't remember what you were looking at something in my deck. I can't remember what it was, but that's where I was verifying during your, it's not my deck, my drop, but that's where I was verifying your drop on the Frieza, because I play Gotenks a lot. I couldn't remember, is it 2 markers? So that's why I verified.
Right. This was probably a bad dormant. Looking back, there's really no way for me to save Frieza. Oh, I actually have Kakunsa.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't behoove me too much to save Frieza. Honestly, it might have been better to let you play that Broly and then try and steal it with my Ginyu that I discarded to that dormant.
Oh, was that Body Snatcher you discarded just then?
Body Snatcher's the other one. New Leader of the Force, I think. No, that's the leader. Backbone of the Force is the one that steals a battle card.
Yeah. Here I go, negating another attack, trying to figure out which target is the best one to hit. I think I end up going for because he's the one that activate mains searches, right?
Let's set the top 5 cards in my deck, yeah.
So that's why I went ahead and comboed with another Kikuno to discard a card to neg it by 5,000.
Probably smart. Keeps me from hitting a guaranteed hit off of this swing.
Yeah, but you do. Oh, no, you don't, because unique.
Yeah. Raccoon is already in play, so I can't play it.
And I go ahead and take a life here. Another after image. I hit Raccoon. Just kind of slow you down. Like, you swing a Raccoon. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. There's really, like I've said, the sense of urgency is on me. Like, I have to be the one to end this game.
And you activate battle. Is that how it works, right?
No. I just didn't combo anything and then
okay.
played the ape.
So that third topo was the life topo I took from Kakun's attack. Or whatever attack it was I got hit by. I think it might have been your leader.
And you had another way to negate anyway.
Yeah. Using the leader's effect to discard a Frieza's armor card. And also, the Broly's 4, 5, and 6, what I love about them is that they're also 5k combos for 0 energy.
Yeah. Here I just try to draw a card with Chilai, and you deny me that small victory as well.
So now, I'm once again, I think I was counting how many Friezas you had in your deck, or in your drop, and trying to figure, okay, you got 1 charge, he got 1 there. Let me just poke at his leader, his unison, to get it down before I go any further with this. Get you down to 1. And then start poking your leader. I'm just like, come on. But then I realized at this point, I can't guarantee to win this turn. So I'm going to pay 2 energy for my unison. I swing first, right? Yeah, okay. And then I immediately -2 to bring back 2 red extra cards to my hand. Which I think is 2 parallel techniques. I think I debated about doing a parallel technique and something else, and I was like, wait, no, this would be a lot smarter to do.
Yeah.
Because it just negs your board a little bit.
Especially against a go-wide deck like Ginyu.
And there's the max power Kamehameha.
That 40k swing was really my last hope. Because he could take a couple paralysis techniques and still be relevant.
Yeah. Now, God.
Hit a showstoppers.
I didn't want the crit, so I went ahead and did that again. So Raccoon's down to 5, showstoppers at 10. But I combo out of... No, I use Leader's Effect to stop showstoppers, I think.
You did.
And I take Cocoon's attack.
I Helix Strike here, looking for something, and luck into a Body Snatcher. So here I pay 4 for Body Snatcher, and he gives every Ginyu Force on the board 10k and double strike. So this 5k Raccoon is now a 15k double, and Body Snatcher himself is a 30k double for the turn.
And let me say, I have 3 cards in my hand. And this right here, Order of Operation, is key. Because I almost comboed that card against Raccoon. And there I thought you were fist bumping me because you acknowledged that I just won.
I did, but I was like, let's play it out anyway for the camera.
And no, I think you thought you won. Because you
No, because you neg him 10.
Yes.
And yeah, so he's out. We discussed it a little bit, but
so here I'm just gonna go into your leader, which gives you cards. And I mean, you get to see like you're getting the cards you need to protect yourself. Overround, swing. I mean,
yeah, that's it. Dormant and a Birder were the last 2 cards.
I remember watching this, and I was so excited for Jake because I thought he was going to win. I didn't know that Frieza in your hand did. I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to win. This is going to be great. I was so hyped for Jake. And then I was like, oh. I was getting really excited. And then I saw what it did. I was like, oh, never mind.
It's like having the rug pulled out from underneath you.
but I mean, it was a damn good match for like I haven't played Prism much just because I know it's not one of the greatest decks anymore, unfortunately. I mean, okay, it truly probably wasn't really one of the greatest, but it's something that I've always loved. And like that back and forthness was just like, it was like an episode of Dragon Ball almost. Like, you're sitting there like, you're like, oh no, he's powered up. Oh no, he's powered up. And it's just going back and forth. I blow your field up, you recover. You pick at me, I manage to hold off, blow up your field, you recovered. And it's just like a back and forth battle. And like, it was a good match for my final game of the year.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, with that being said, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, watch out. These profiles will be coming our channel soon. Not sure if it's going to be tomorrow or the day after, but look forward to that if you're interested. With that being said, Austin, since you're here, any words?
Happy holidays, y'all. Hope it was a good one, and hope you had some great duels.
And Jimmy? Jake? Wow. I've done that twice now.
The insult.
If you want to win, you have to practice, but sometimes take a break and enjoy the holidays.
And with that being said, thank you all for tuning in. And like always, read your cards, know your plays, and fluff out.